Thinking Aloud. Conversations on the leading edge of knowledge and discovery with psychologist Jeffrey Mishlove.
Well, he was particularly focused, I understand, on the body itself.
Yes.
He looked at, what is the far limits of potential of the human body.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you note that the similar concern occurs in Western philosophy.
Indeed. So the whole idea of what are the limits of the human being in every way, in thinking, in feeling, and in terms of the body, we set limits on ourselves, and we say, through our studies or through our empirical statistics, or we can set these limits on the human. But you can think about philosophers going way back, even in the Western tradition, but in more modern times you can think of the existentialists,
yes,
who feel that we can't define the human except in terms of the will to transcendence, how we actually live our lives.
No reason to think that humans in the future are going to live under the same limitations we face today.
Absolutely. And so a very important modern philosopher, Gilles Deleuze, looks back to Spinoza, who asked this very question, what is the body capable of? And this question is not a static question, it's a dynamic existential question, which we have to ask ourselves all the time, because we are stretching the limits of the body in asking this question and taking it through experiments which allow us to experience other capacities that are now latent.
Well, one of my old friends whom I've interviewed, Michael Murphy.
Yes.
He founded the Esalen Institute, which was sort of the flagship institute of the human potential movement.
Absolutely.
And he wrote a book called The Future of the Body, looking at how the body could surpass itself, and noting, for example, that new records in athletic performance are being set every year.
Yes.
We're always exceeding what people thought was possible.
Yes.
He was a student of Aurobindo's.
Indeed, he was. He lived in the ashram for some time, Aurobindo's ashram for some time, and was deeply influenced by his teachings. And particularly, I feel that being a sportsman himself, not only was he affected by the potential of sports to induce states of bliss and states of silence, but also the capacities of the body that could be exceeded in these fields. And that is a wonderful book, by the way, the one that you just mentioned.
The Future of the Human Body.
Yes, where he talks not only about sports people, but also about various mystical traditions.
Yes.
Where human beings have experienced healing, spontaneous healing, or capacities of levitation, sometimes spontaneously, sometimes through exercises, but all these have to do with the capacities of the body. And